First, I want to say thank you to Kim Covington for the nice things she said about us at our church and about being a part of it. I don't know that she knows it, but the Covingtons are already a part of our church. And we feel blessed to have them. They add so much to our church, and we're so blessed to have you. So thank you. Thank you for what you said for us. Okay, for you young people, you won't know, but old people like me remember Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey was a news commentator in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And he had a radio show that came on at noon on stations in Little Rock. And he didn't just load you up with a lot of news. He had maybe 3 stories, but he had a commentary about the stories, and he had a big following. And I think he broadcast up into the early 90s, but I don't remember him after the 80s. But he had a show, and he'd say, "Stay tuned for the news." Well, this is the news. The news is the 23rd Psalm. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely in goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Now that's the news. Now the commentary is, this is what God said he will do for us. And then in the I don't remember, to the late 60s, he said he'd come out with another show. He had news at 12 o'clock, and then at about 5 o'clock in the evening, he'd have the rest of the story. And the rest of the story was, it may be current or it may be 200 years old. It was a news story, but he told you behind the scenes the rest of the story. So this is item 2 of the newscast today. It's John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." Now that's the news. That's the good news. The other news item was what God will do for us. This news is what God has done for us. And so that's the newscast. Now we're going to hear the rest of the story. I know it's a long way to get around to it, but this is my favorite verse in the Bible, which is John 3:17. Everybody's heard John 3:16. You had to memorize it in Bible school. You had to memorize it when you were young. But this is John 3:17, the rest of the story. "For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but the world through him might be saved." And that's the rest of the story. Amen. All right, good day. And the cross, and she's still going to get it, but I wanted to say something good about Diane. Diane is, I've seen Christ in her. I've seen her do so many good things for so many people and care about so many people that she is a friend to all, and I'm proud that she's my friend as well. But I'm going to give the cross to the preacher, and the preacher is going to do the cross next week, and then Diane will do it the following week. Amen.